Let us turn our attention to the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline and welcome in from National Estate Jewelry Buyers in East Brunswick for another edition of What's It Worth. We'll say good morning to Barry Blank. Hi, Barry. Welcome back to WCTC. How you doing today?
I am wonderful. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Our topic today, Barry, is investing, and whether it's investing in stocks or bonds or commodities. The rule of thumb that I was always told is before you invest, how much money are you willing to lose on something? Does that still hold true, Barry?
That's what they say, but I don't. That seems to be a negative run on it. I would say make sure you're secure in your daily, weekly, annual income before you start investing.
So there's good stories. There's happy stories with investing, of course, right?
Oh, sure there are, but you don't. I don't think that's like the philosophy that says be careful for what you ask for you might get it.
Right.
It's like my philosophy is different. My philosophy is know what you want, shoot for it. If you don't get it, so if you don't land in the stars, you land on the moon. But you're still taking a journey. You're still going somewhere. You're excited and you're moving on. So if you have your 6-month security blanket, if you have your daily, weekly, monthly expenses, you're on top of the world to begin with, because most Americans don't have $400 in their savings account.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. And I guess it's like anything else, Barry, where when you do your research and you do your homework, if something sounds like it's too good to be true, it probably is. I guess that still applies with investing.
It's certain. I listen to the radio sometimes. I listen to WCTC sometimes. But no, some of the news channels in there, we're guaranteeing you an investment and you're going to get back because it's a real estate deal and such, and you're guaranteed. I don't believe in guarantees like that. Why? If they were guarantees, then the banks of the world would invest in them.
You're right, yeah.
So, so the question you really have to ask yourself is, if these people are investing something, A, what are they making on it? And what is it valued at? And are these people, having a good fiduciary relationship with me? Are they brokers or are they advisors?
Big difference, right?
Big difference. A broker is somebody making money on every transaction, whether you win or you lose. It's like the dietitian who says, I got a really great nutritional recipe for you. The butcher says, I got a great cut of beef. It's really going to save you money, not caring about the cholesterol. So, not save you money. It's going to be delicious.
I see the difference. Investing, are most investments, Barry, are they commission or fee-based things that people get into?
There are a lot of ways that people that you get charged. Some people charge an hourly rate, which is more realistic. Some people charge a percentage of your portfolio. There are great investment companies like Vanguard and Charles Schwab who are very low cost. And once you have a substantial amount of income, usually around $500,000, you get free investment advice. Well, they'll always give you that, but you get a personal advisor. But the difference between a good company like Vanguard, which is 30 basis points, which is 0.03%, where most brokers charge about 1.4%. And if you take that over a lifetime, you've paid your brokers a fortune, where you paid Vanguard very, very little.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying use Vanguard. I'm saying use a company like Schwab or Vanguard who's not taking your reinvestment income for themselves, and they're trading constantly and charging you for every trade.
Yeah, yep, I see the difference there. And again, I guess, Barry, it also applies that just because something in the past has done well for people doesn't mean that in the future it's going to have the same return and the same sort of level of success. That doesn't apply with investing, right?
It doesn't apply with anything. I mean, look at the 1970s and 80s, where we had things like Pogs and Beanie Babies and Cabbage Patch Dolls. Wow. And those were investments at the time. But the question is, did these people get out, or are they left holding useless, valueless products that have gone through the floor? Now, generally speaking, gold is an investment. However, it doesn't pay dividends. So if you buy gold at the current price of about $1,283 for 1 ounce of pure gold, and it sits there for 10 years and it doesn't move, you didn't make any money. Matter of fact, you lost money. If it goes down, you lost a lot. If it goes up, you might have made, depending. But gold is just part of a portfolio. So if you're buying or selling, what is the upside? What is the downside? Where has it gone? Where do you think it'll go, or your advisor think it'll go? You know?
Yeah, and my nephew drove everybody crazy with his Pogs. He was a little kid in the 80s, and he had must have had 20,000 of these Pog things he was collecting. I don't know whatever happened to them, but they were like everywhere. Anybody ever walk in with a Swatch to the store, Barry? You say, I'll give you $10 to get out of here with that thing, or no?
Yeah. We get Swatches in all the time. I've had a platinum Swatch, believe it or not.
Platinum Swatch. It's like an oxymoron, isn't it?
It's an oxymoron. I had a friend who said he personally, a business associate, not a friend, a business associate. He said he personally dumped $500,000 worth of Swatch watches on the market and helped destroy it.
Really?
I don't know.
Is that
true?
Know. Yeah. No. Wow.
This is what he said. His first name is Dennis, but I can't go further than that. It's like. Maybe he was just being pompous.
Wow.
Who knows?
In the 80s, they were kind of cool because I could remember seeing TV commercials for Swatch. And it was it was like a rap group. What were they called? They were called the Fat Boys or something, right? And they would rap about having a Swatch. And it was kind of cool, you know?
I don't remember, but, the Swatch was the first totally disposable watch, and the first ones did not even have a replaceable battery.
Wow. That's really disposable. Wow.
Then they came up with one with a changeable battery.
Oh, yeah, they join the modern times, right? But I guess it's like anything else, Barry. Our discussions week in and week out hinge so much on supply and demand, and investing, it works the same way, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's like, what do you do if you have something nobody wants? And on the other hand, what do you do if you have something everybody wants?
Yeah.
So it's do you hold it or do you sell it? And like Rolex watches, just for instance, don't get me wrong. A Rolex watch is not an investment out of the gate. When you buy a brand new Rolex watch and you're spending $20,000 on that watch, most Rolex watches will sell for anywhere from 20 to 30% under the retail value. And it may take 5 to 10 years for it to maybe get back to the new price value.
No,
it all depends on a lot of things.
Yeah, I know we call this segment "What's It Worth," Barry. Should we rename this to what's someone willing to pay for it? Maybe that's what we should rename this.
That's really, but that's true though. That's really, really true. What is somebody going to buy your couch for? People say to me, "Well, how come you're only offering me 20, 30, 40% of the price I paid for this?" And I say, well, you got a pair of glasses on that cost you $600 or $700.
Right.
What is it worth to me?
Right. Well, what's it worth is so much easier to say too.
What's it worth? So
yeah, it is. But right.
You got to think about it. You got to think about, does it have value to another party?
You're
financial, monetary value.
You're right, 1,000% right. Of course, don't forget every Tuesday in National Estate Jewelry Buyers, the free verbal evaluation days. So stop by, check out the gorgeous new showroom too, if you haven't done so already. And maybe you got to watch a Swatch laying around from the 80s that maybe you want someone to take a look at over
worth
at
$5 or $10. Yeah, it's worth.
You never know, but check out the store, Route 18 at East Brunswick, and always great to talk to Barry. Barry, thanks for joining us today, and first Tuesday in May. We'll talk again then, my friend, all right?
Thank you.